What do you say we send off the weekend with a great game of football, everybody? The stage is set. It is Sunday night prime time here on EA Sports. Coming up, let's close out another great week of football with a Sunday night prime time matchup between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Cleveland Browns.
Bradley Pinion set to
Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, to get this one going. And Sunday night prime time, he's off and running. Fielded at the 7. He's got a lane up past the 30. And he brought this one almost to midfield before he's tackled.
Special teams always play an important role in ball games, and it does right here from the jump. That's going to give the offense terrific field position for this opening drive.
Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10.
Cut 19, cut 19, hop 70, hop 70. Steady.
The first carry here for Ashton Genty. Pretty good start here for him. 6 yards on that opening play.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play, but whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4.
79 Cowboy 80. 18 Runner, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Back to Genty. And they haul him down after a gain of a couple. Leaves him in need of one. More yard here on third down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Browns are in the nickel for this third down call. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game, and that leaves them with a decision to make on 4th and short.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Don't want to punt from here, but too far for a field goal as well. You're going for it here.
Here we go, here we go. Ready, ready?
This is Genty. He's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. Pickup of 2 here. And the 4th down call pays off as they'll move the chain.
I love watching those running backs do their drill, especially in practice where they just keep those legs turning. They keep those legs moving for situations just like that one.
Go.
Richardson now on 1st and 10. He finds Brown right side. He has room past the 25. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. Riley Patterson on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Raiders will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Return coming from the 6. Things going well so far. And he was pushing for midfield there before they finally dragged him down at the 45.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
And his first pass falls incomplete. All right, partner testing the perimeter early there. Coverage held up. Could be a tough day for those outside receivers to make an impact.
Okay, partner, testing you here. You've heard me say this a lot. Okay, coordinator's job is to get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is
to win it. Out of the gun, here's Sanders. That's caught. Here's Crenshaw Judkins. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. They'll get 16 yards on that play. And that's a Browns first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Go. Ready.
Run right side. Judkins. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. Pickup of 8 on the run. And that sets up 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Let's go now.
With Sanders out of the pistol. They throw right side. Caught by Fannin. And they take him down right along the 30.
There's no question, Kate, big plays down the seam or a big tight end's a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
Ready.
Nickel set here from the Raiders. 3rd down.
Let's go. Ready.
Working out of the gun. Sanders. He finds Njoku complete. And he's going to go out of bounds just short of that red zone. Give him 8 yards on the play. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland first down.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
Sanders going to throw here on 1st. And he's going to take this one in for the Cleveland touchdown. The Browns finish up their opening drive. Will Lutz now on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Browns start off well to tie things 7-7. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. He got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10.
19 tight, 19 tight.
Rolling from the pistol, Richardson. Has him on the quick hitter. And this is a small pickup to the 39-yard line. Pretty pay there to take him down.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Richardson fires quickly out wide. Inside the 30. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders just need 2 snaps to steal the lead. Brock Bowers, the touchdown. Patterson on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Raiders take the lead here, 14-7 in the first.
Round 7.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Has this at the 6. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Browns look just about ready, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10.
Ready, ready. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Operating from the gun. Here's Sanders. He's going deep this time. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And it's going to be 2nd down.
That was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Jerry Jeudy with the grab. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. That's going to go as a pickup of 36 yards. And that's a Browns 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
2. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Ready.
Zone read, this is Jenkins. Another gain up a handful there. Stopped by the unmistakable Max Crosby.
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. You feel lucky if you got one. Someone who can, well, eat up space when the lanes are open and deliver a little punishment to stretch plays when that tackler tries to meet him in the hole.
And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. Gain of 9 yards on the play. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland 1st down.
That's good.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get him enough yards for the 1st, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
On the jump.
1st down. 1st down and goal to go.
Let's go.
From the red zone now. Caught by his running back, Jenkins. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. You're at a premium in this league.
And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. So we're through 1 as everyone tries to stay warm on what has been a very cold night. It's a 14-7 game. We'll return to Huntington Bank Field after this. Ready to go with the 2nd quarter. And it's the Browns with it inside the red zone. From the gun on 3rd down. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead. It's a Jerry Jeudy touchdown. What's there to tack on the extra point? And the Browns tie things up at 14. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Trey Tucker to return it. Trying to reverse it on the kick return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Getting a pistol formation here first as they come to the line.
Let's go now.
Play fake, it's Richardson. Got a lock behind this one. Downfield it goes. That's complete inside the 35. They rip up a huge chunk of field as the downs reset.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were, and the QB just nailed it.
To the air on this first down, Richardson. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Second and 10. Again, it's Richardson. Has it at the 7. And he's in. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders take a second quarter lead. Patterson on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Raiders break that tie and now lead by 7. The Raiders kicking team is out there and they'll boot this away. He'll take this at the 10. He's got a lane up past the 30. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him.
Okay.
The Browns, nice field position here as they start out first and 10.
Traveler, traveler, ready, ready.
Here's Shudkins to begin the drive. And they've got to him just a step or two before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory.
Ready.
First and 10.
60 Vices, 60 Vices.
On first down, here's Sanders. Makes the grab in bounds left side. Touchdown, Cleveland! The Browns can tie it up in a second after cutting into the lead. Extra point try now from Lutz. The point after splits the uprights. And the Browns tie this game at 21. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Trey Tucker to return it. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchdown. Gets at the 25-yard line. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. One design wrong. Here's Richardson. Has room down the left sideline. And he will haul it in for the Vegas touchdown. The Raiders take the lead on the first play of the drive. It's an Anthony Richardson touchdown. His 4th total score of the game. Patterson able to connect on the point after. And the Raiders break that tie and now lead by 7. The Raiders kicking team is out there and they'll boot this away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone. So no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball for the 35 to begin this drive. Nice field position here for the Browns as they start out first and 10. Sanders back to throw. Short pass brought in. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you, Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. A pickup of 17. And that's a Browns first down.
On the stick. 19 live.
First and 10 at the 43-yard
Here we
line.
go. Here we go.
Sanders setting the pass. Hauled in by Njoku, left side. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. They get 19 on that pickup. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Sanders going to look to throw. Escapes the pocket. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
I'll give this quarterback credit. He bought as much time as he could, but eventually, the only option left was to throw it away.
From the 24 once again. It's second and 10.
Cougar 19. Ready.
Throwing again here. Sanders. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Looking for his wide receiver there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Kate, as soon as this quarterback broke containment, I know your eyes and my eyes went the same place. Can you find a big play down the field? Unfortunately, there was not one to be had.
And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on 3rd down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. 4th down coming up. Will Lutz on to attempt the field goal. Ball on the left hash for this 41-yarder. The kick by Lutz is good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lot. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Wow, down by just a score. A lot of game to go. But look here, it's an onside try. And it'll bounce out untouched. And here comes the flag. So march it forward after they accept the penalty. Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. They'll motion Brown right. Running from the pistol here with Jency. This drive's going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground. You can throw beyond the sticks. Really create some indecision now defensively.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Another give here to Jency. And he works this to the 38 before going down. It's a pickup of 4 yards. And that's a Vegas first down.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
He'll get this to Tucker. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
Well, that's a modest little drag route. But if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Let's go now.
Throwing out to the left. Cut. We'll take this ahead to the 34-yard line. Making the stop that time. Kool-Aid McKinstry. Plenty of points already, partner, as we have reached the 2-minute warning. Hang with us. More football in Huntington Bay on its way. They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. They'll air it out on 3rd. On the move into the red zone. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders grow their lead just before halftime. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Danny Gray to return it. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Ready. Liking 8.
Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. And they will finally catch up to him in just a second before he can reach that 40. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's a Browns 1st down. Quite the start to that drive, huh, partner? First play sets him up in the 38. He's got a man left. And this one does not go far. Browns fighting the clock now, trying to hurry back to that line.
2nd and 7.
Out of the gun, here's Sanders. It is Cup, left side. And he goes out, just needed one more step there to reach midfield.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Pass on the move here. And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone. And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
On the ready.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
Ready.
Judkins can't push it across. They make the stand, and looks like they might have stopped him a little bit behind the line, too. A timeout taken by Vegas. That's its 2nd.
Ready.
And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Rig alert. 70 Timberwolf. Dragon 60. 70 Ranger.
Working out of the gun, Sanders. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. And as that one falls incomplete, Brock, the pressure ticks up just a bit because this has been too good a drive to not pay it off in the end zone.
Yeah, Kate, it's time to find your best matchup.
Yeah.
Unless you're already committed to going for it on 4th, you've got one more shot. Players, not plays. Get it to your best player.
Back to throw. Here's Sanders. And he will have them a Cleveland touchdown. The Browns make it a 1-score game before halftime. David Njoku, the touchdown. One after tries goodbye lots. And the Browns cut the lead down to 4. We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Tucker now on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
Here we go. 70, Cowboy 80. Cup 19. Go.
Working from the gun, it's Richardson. Absolutely fires this one right side. Now his first real mistake, that's intercepted. Grant tapped it in to pick it off. And the Browns are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
The 1st down pass. Intercepted. The Browns
Ball's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down.
the 48-yard line.
Ready.
To throw now with Sanders. Has him on the quick hitter. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was 1st down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
To the air, Sanders. And that's incomplete, and it also stops the clock with just 5 seconds left. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
18 Rattler. Come on.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. And this falls incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that brings up 4th and long.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Just 2 seconds left in the half as we get a timeout. On to punt on 4th down, it's Bradley Pinion. He punted 3 times in the win last week, and this one is away. He put too much juice into that one. It lands in the end zone. We're bringing things out to the 20-yard line. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. Things going well so far. Field flipping effort there as he's brought down on the opposite side of the 50.
Well, that's exactly the way you want to come out of the locker room to begin the second half. And really, Kate, this third phase of the game, the special teams, you just see the boost and the energy they can give to their team when they deliver a nice return to start this second half.
To the air on 1st down, Sanders hits his running back. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland 1st down.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
He's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
And he's going to take this one in for the Cleveland touchdown. The Browns take the lead right away in half number 2. David Njoku, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Lutz there to tack on the extra point. And the Browns push their lead to 3. Now to kick it away, here's Pinion. Starting at the 10. Look at this out of the bag of tricks. And that's going to set them off just beyond their own 20. The Las Vegas offense is set. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap now to Richardson. That's complete to the back, Ashton Genty. And he's going to be brought down at the 28-yard line.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
2nd down, he takes the option right. He doesn't slide down and he pays for it. A big shot sends him to the ground. Call it no gain, maybe 1 at best on that play. That leaves him with 3rd and 2.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well. You know, Kate, with the game that they put together, it's surprising to see them really run into any hiccups when they appear. They move the ball very well throughout, just unsuccessful on that 3rd down.
From their own side, they're going to go for this. They need about 2.
Dragon 60. Step. Personal leading. Ready.
He'll throw it. He's got it to his running back. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. What a play to beat this defense on 4th down. 23 yards and a 1st.
That's just awesome, Kate. A little bit of multitasking on that catch. Primary focus, as I always say, is you got to catch it first. But out of the corner of his eye, he knew exactly where to go, and he gets a bunch of yak on top of it.
18, 5 here.
1st down throw here from Richardson. On target to Thornton. He hangs on to that football brought through a well-timed tackle. Nice gain. They're down to the 36. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
He gets this to Michael Mayer. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets him all the way down to that 15-yard line. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And the Raiders are going to have a first down.
Just about every defensive coordinator worth his salt says two things in every production meeting. Number one, well, we got to stop the run. And number two, we got to take away the tight end. Well, good luck doing that. Defending a big guy who can move like that, it's a lot easier to talk about than to go out and execute. There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion. That's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Let's go now.
Shotgun give here to Gentry. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing to run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
That's one of those 3rd down situations where you're asking an awful lot of your man to make a play to keep this drive going. Too much of a contested catch there, unable to bring it in.
The kick by Patterson is good. And that will tie things up in the 3rd.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team is out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
He's going to field this at the 2. And this drive will start inside the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Cleveland about ready to go. Here's 1st and 10.
Come on, come on. Set.
Find the left side with Sampson. He's off to the races. 30. He's at the 10. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns take the lead on the first play of the drive. Extra point try now from Lutz. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Browns break that tie and now lead by 7. Now to kick it away, here's Pinion. Here's a return from the 7. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. Going from the pistol, Richardson. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And it sets up 2nd down. Well, he already has himself 1 interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on.
This is Gentry on 2nd. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss. On 3rd down, Gentry. Same guy, same results. He's brought it up for a 2nd time. That's going to bring him to 4th down. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
And it ends up a good return for him, up past their own 40. The Browns, nice field position here as they start out 1st and 10.
Hawk 70, Hawk, Buffalo 18, 19 tight, 19 tight. Trap 60, trap 60. Ready,
With Sanders out of the pistol. That's incomplete left side. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
Back to the air here on second. Sanders hits him on the out route. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. And it's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's a Browns first down.
60 Maverick. Ready?
Operating from the gun. Here's Sanders. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
That's just simply one of those situations, Kate, where I think you and I got to tip our cap to the defense. Really took away everybody. There was no outlet, and only an incompletion could be had.
And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up fourth down. The Browns are lining up to punt. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Here's Richardson. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you've got to count on those being efficient and effective.
Richardson now on 2nd and 10. And again, it's going to hit the ground. Incomplete. Looking for his running back, and 2 straight incompletions that made this 3rd down. Still 10 yards to get this 1st down as they come to the line. This is a designed run for Richardson. And he's going to be brought down right at the 35. We've reached the end of the 3rd on Sunday Night Primetime. It's Raiders football, and they'll need to get to work. They're trailing here late.
17 yards. First down, Las Vegas.
All set to go now from the 35. Richardson on 1st and 10. Finds Genty underneath. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain.
And there's heat. That blitz coming off the snap. That QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The 2 were right there.
And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Denzel Ward makes the play. And the Browns get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game without 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs. Sets them up nice and pretty at the 25 following that big play. So in Reed, they'll give it to Simpson. They'll get about 6 on this run, and more importantly, Brock gets him into the red zone.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
And this one's not going to connect. Knocked away, and that failure to connect, Brock, means it's 3rd down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was 1 hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Now Sanders. They did it! He made the interception! And the Raiders have some new life in the 4th. There are costly interceptions, Brock, and then there are interceptions inside the red zone in the 2nd half of a 1-score game.
And if there is ever a time where ball security is paramount, it is right now. They made a great play. Don't get me wrong. They just deserve a ton of credit right there. But as a quarterback, you cannot risk a turnover. It's touchdown, it's check down, it's throw the ball away. You're literally throwing points away with that pick.
Headed in reverse so far. Time to shift into drive. Here's 2nd and 14. Passing man on target to Thornton. And it's a quality effort here as he's pushed out right along the 40. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
From the 40-yard line now. This is 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Richardson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they're going to be forced to regroup a bit ahead of 2nd down.
Well, this guy has been an animal on the ground today with some great results. A little surprising there, Kate, to see a sack so far behind the line of scrimmage. But that's a welcome sack defensively after seeing him do so much damage with his legs.
It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. Tried getting that one to Brock Bowers. That's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Thornton's the receiver in motion left. 3rd and long for him here. He puts some juice on a deep throw. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Browns are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
I think they were going to be grateful just to get the ball back, but now look at where they're getting it, Kate. This is already inside field goal range. I promise you this, they're going to be disappointed if they don't get at least 3 points off that takeaway.
Couldn't find a completion on 1st down. Trying to find his tight end. And now they face 2nd down. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Now, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision.
They did it! He made the interception! Picked off by Darian Porter. And the Raiders have some new life in the 4th. Good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's thrown again. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Richardson fires quickly out wide. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Offense in the hurry up here. Genty from the gun. And he's going to be brought down in enemy territory now at the 46. Give him 13 on that play. And that's a Vegas 1st down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Look at this, 9 yards on a nice 1st down run.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on 2nd down.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
It's a design keeper, it's Richardson. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
Some tough running from the leader of the offense right there. Didn't have a ton of room, but he made it work well enough to move those chains.
Richardson now on 1st and 10. Short pass brought in. Running in the red zone. And they get this all the way down pickup of 17. And the Raiders are going to have the first down.
That's another Raiders first down. It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Las Vegas.
Ready? Hot 70, hot 70. Ready?
Finds him over the middle. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight ends short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Here we go. Liking 18.
Zone read, they'll give it to Genty. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal. The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Can decide to play for the tie or win later. First, they've got to reach that end zone. It's first and goal.
Come on.
And he scores. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders cut it to a point late in this one. Brock Bowers, the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. And everyone can breathe easier now. His try is good, and they found a way to tie it late in the fourth. After tying this game up, they're all set to center away. He fields it from the 8. Things going well so far. Coverage team tracking him down as he reaches the 35.
Hey, maybe in the end this return just gets lost in the shuffle when we recap things, Kate. But you surrender a lead in the fourth quarter and you feel that momentum being lost. That's exactly what excellent special teams do. They turn it around. It's why that third phase is coached and coached and coached, because you never know when your opportunity may arise. What a great return to begin this drive.
The right side, caught by Fannin. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
It's a pickup of 3.
65, 65.
And 7. At the 38-yard line.
7 Pirates.
Back to throw. Vacates quickly left side. We'll dump this off to Sampson, complete. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 45.
Here we go. Set. Hot 7.
It's Sampson running out of the gun. And this is through the midfield stripe and onto the Raiders side of the field. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have second down and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3.
Setting up to pass. Bails out of the pocket quick. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
I think I got the same thought bubble as all the fans in the stands with that one. He just got to tuck it. Don't try to force the issue. You're out there in the open space. Put your head down and go get the first.
Throwing now. Chased out to his right. And even on third down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be fourth down.
Those are the kind of decisions you got to make in that spot. And the smart quarterbacks, they seem to do it consistently. When you're in enemy territory, a throwaway is always better than risking a turnover.
He finds Njoku, complete. And he's tackled with a first down yardage. Now a timeout's called. Cleveland using its second. And they're still going to have one left at their disposal. Offense to the line for first down, conscious of that single timeout they've got remaining.
Cowboy 80.
Here he is to throw. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush your passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
And with 4 seconds remaining, they're going to take a timeout. An entire game coming down to the leg of Will Lutz. And with 4 seconds remaining, they're going to take a timeout. Now it all comes down to the veteran, confidently marching out for this moment. With a 54-yarder from the right hash. It has enough leg, and it's good from deep. And they've taken back the lead. So the Browns